The 2023 Grammys have happened, and once again, the Grammys are going to Grammy. I really can't believe they messed it up at the top the way they did, but I shouldn't be too shocked because it's the Grammys we're talking about. It's the Recording Academy. Despite, changes to the nominating committees, despite a larger body voting on these awards from the music industry, Album of the Year once again was completely flubbed. Harry Styles for Harry's House, playing spoiler, upsetting Beyonce in Album of the Year. Not just upsetting Beyonce, also upsetting Adele, Bad Bunny, Kendrick Lamar. Harry is far from the first choice for the majority of people. And, Beyonce setting, the overall record for Grammy wins with this Grammys, getting to 32 Grammy wins, despite the fact that once again, the Album of the Year nomination eludes her. Black woman has still not won Album of the Year since the 1990s, which is honestly incredibly baffling. And not like Beyonce's Renaissance was some kind of makeup Album of the Year win at the Grammys. It was not that at all. It was the best album of 2022, a multi layered, genre hopping, very impressive body of work that really rewarded revisiting it and really sitting with it. That is not what Harry's House is, and it's a really disappointing result once again. If Beyonce lost to Adele, well, it happened before, and Adele's 30 is really good. At least I would have understood it more. If Beyonce had lost to Bad Bunny, again, I would have got it because Bad Bunny had the biggest year of anyone in 2022, and that would be a really awesome sign of progress at the Grammys with non-English language music being awarded at the biggest stage and showing you the globalism of music and rewarding it as such. But no, that didn't happen either. Kendrick finally winning Album of the Year for the first time. Again, I wouldn't have been too mad about that. Long time coming for Kendrick. Hopefully he gets there still. But no, he lost. Beyonce lost to Harry, and Harry also didn't really acquit himself well with the acceptance speech. Not a fan of that. Really setting up the villain arc, the bad Harry moving forward. I think a lot of people are going to be really annoyed about this, and as they should be. So I'm very disappointed in this, is because it was set up so perfectly for the redemption of the Grammys, quote unquote, to finally give Beyonce what she deserves. And again, it's not like this was a makeup award; it was an album really deserving of these accolades. So that is really a huge bummer, And I think apart from that, there is some things to like about what happened in the 2023 Grammys. And I'll just go through a bunch of the wins, a bunch of things that happened. Record of the Year and Song of the Year. We were talking about this big grouping, and in my predictions, I thought, Beyonce versus Adele, Break My Soul versus Easy on Me was probably the fight the whole time. But no, blanked in both awards. I got it dead wrong. Record of the Year went to Lizzo for About Damn Time, and Song of the Year went to Bonnie Raitt for Just Like That. Pretty cool. I don't have a big beef with this at all, but it's just funny that how really no one was really on this. I think there were some people thinking maybe Lizzo could sneak in, but yeah, the fact that it actually happened with both those awards, pretty cool, I guess. I'm not too mad about that. It is rolling through everything here. Let's see. So Viola Davis actually is now an EGOT winner, winning a Grammy for audiobook narration in the pre-ceremony. Obviously, Viola Davis, she's a beast. Everyone loves her. Do we feel like winning an EGOT is good if you narrated an audiobook? Like, is that really like a Grammy people care about? No shots of Viola Davis, but like, I don't know. It's kind of cheating if you ask me, but shout out her. Um, Musica Urbana, Bad Bunny won. That's his third time winning that category. Latin rock / alternative, Rosalia won. Really happy to see her win. I would have loved that category to be on the broadcast to kind of honor Rosalia, one of the most critically acclaimed albums from her in 2022. That would have been cool, but alas, that did not happen. Best rock album went to Ozzy Osbourne, which I don't care about, but the fact that it didn't go to Machine Gun Kelly is pretty funny, and I'm happy about that. Uh, in rap, uh, really chalk, like as expected as possible, which is good though, because this is what we want to happen. Kendrick wins Best Rap Album. That's his third Best Rap Album win. Only Eminem and Kanye have more Best Rap Album wins than Kendrick. Best Rap Song went to Kendrick for Hard Part 5. Best Rap Performance went to Kendrick for Hard Part 5. And Melodic Rap Performance went to Future, Drake, and Thames for Wait For You. Honestly, those were the favorites in all those categories. Really no beef with that, given what was nominated. And obviously, Kendrick, in fact, winning rap album over Drake, or sorry, over DJ Khaled, over Jack Harlow. Like, it could have been way worse, you know? So that's good. And I liked Kendrick's speech, honestly. He is right to point out that this is a tough record and a personal record for its ugliness, as you know, everyone's talking about nauseum and reviewing the album. So it is cool to see something like that get recognized because it's not as conventional as other work. Moving along here, progressive R&B album went to Steve Lacy for Gemini Rights. Honestly, shout out Steve winning. Um, he was a favorite in the category, but shout out Steve winning after everything he went through with the TikTok kids on his tour. Enjoy the trophy, man. You deserve it. R&B album, uh, straight up R&B album, went to Robert Glasper. A bit surprising because it means Mary J. Blige did not win, and Mary J. Blige was nominated in Album of the Year. You would have thought she would have been a favorite for the genre category. Alas, not the case. In terms of the wins Beyonce did get, she won for traditional R&B performance for Plastic Off the Sofa. She won for Dance Electronic with Break My Soul, and Dance Electronic Recording for Break My Soul, and Dance Electronic Album for Renaissance. Those are the dubs. Beyonce did lose one of the smaller categories as well. She lost R&B performance to Mooney Long's Hours and Hours. Beyonce was nominated for Virgo's Groove in that category. So Beyonce went 3 for 4 in the down ballot, which would have been totally cool and totally fine if she had won Album of the Year, but she didn't. Again, just a baffling turn of events, man. I'm still shocked about it. Um, let's see, pop. You know, perhaps this was the sign that something was amiss, and Harry perhaps would be the spoiler. Pop vocal album went to Harry Styles, not Adele. Red flag. Pop solo performance went to Adele for Easy on Me, her fourth win in the category. And pop duo/group went to Sam Smith and Kim Petras for Unholy. Did not go to Coldplay and BTS. So BTS still blanked at the Grammys thus far. But yeah, Adele, quiet night. You know, not what I expected. At least not how we had kind of been positioning this as Beyonce versus Adele Part Two. You know, alas, it didn't really come to be that way. It was Harry Styles of all people. Um, other similar stuff. Taylor Swift won Best Music Video for All Too Well. Jack Antonoff won Producer of the Year for the second year in a row. Really no beef with either of those. I mean, Jack had a really big year once again. Perhaps a bit of a surprise, global music went to Masanori Takumi, the Japanese artist, over Burna Boy's Love Demini. Bit of a shock given the stature of Burna Boy, but that's cool. And then Best New Artist actually was a big curveball, I would say. Samara Joy, the Bronx jazz singer, won Best New Artist. You know, not Anita, not Maneskin, not Wet Leg. You know, it talked about in my predictions that this was not a year with a clear-cut favorite, a clear-cut established star in Best New Artist, the way the past few years have seen that category very easily, present itself with people like Dua Lipa and Billie Eilish and Megan Thee Stallion and Olivia Rodrigo. We didn't have someone of that stature this time around. I thought it would probably be Anita, given her overall presence and global status, but no, it ended up being Samara Joy. That's pretty cool. She also won a jazz award as well this ceremony. So she's really young. That's super cool, and I think doesn't really speak to any of the other artists at all. It's all on them to, I think, increase their stars from here on out. This was a kind of an odd year for Best New Artist after several years of it being anything but. So this is not, to be clear, this is not like Esperanza Spalding beating Drake and Bieber in 2010. That's not what this is. So shout out to Samara Joy, and I think everyone else who didn't win, who maybe thought they would win, they'll be just fine. It's no big deal. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how you can really have a lot of confidence in the Grammys moving forward. Like I talked about the nominations, the fact that you can nominate in rap Glorilla the year she explodes, nominate her song FNF the same year you also nominate DJ Khaled like a million times. The lack of consistency across nominations and winning as well is just so evident, and it just feels quite broken. And you can't really blame people like The Weeknd and Drake for not wanting to submit their own music. yes, did Drake just win another Grammy as a featured artist? He did, but that wasn't up to him. You know, I really feel for Beyonce, who's always a really good sport about this sort of thing and never really um, complains or side eyes or anything like that. You know, it felt like this was supposed to be the coronation. Not that she necessarily needs the coronation, but like it's kind of the end of like the Beyonce like Grammy story would have been to finally get that album of the year and really earning it at that with off the strength of Renaissance. And they decided to reward a middling album in Harry Styles' third record, Harry's House. It's just really unfortunate. And let me know what you thought about this result. You know, it's really not even like a shot at Harry Styles. It's just more about like the Recording Academy just completely flubbing it once again, and it really sucks, honestly. So let me know what you thought. What wins were you really happy about? What surprises or snubs really annoyed you? What do you want to see in the future? Obviously, we know the 2024 Grammys will be dominated by Taylor Swift's Midnights so far. So let me know what you thought. And for more Grammys and award shows, as well as more music, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.